Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to say call Alalium, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. All right, shalom and salutation. Who taught us this truth, by the way? Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect I came out there and doing. All right, preaching this gospel in sincerity and truth. Present their bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scripture teaches to do. Shalom to them. Shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well. And me and one of the brothers was in a restaurant, and we was talking to a Jake, and we were just talking to Jake about how that the biggest two enemies to the so-called black man in America is the white man and the black woman. Going out to Eve and the serpent. Because we was talking about fucking with the white women. And some three raggedy-mouthed black bitches was eavesdropping on our conversation. And they ended up talking shit, outside and being disrespectful, but it proved the point. But, and we paid no attention. We just laughed. We thought the shit was funny. But the Jake pulled us to the side and he said something spiritual, whether he knew it or not. He said, because he was agreeing with what we were saying, but he was saying that he fucked with the black woman. But he was like, what y'all saying is right, and I noticed the patterns, and he was just talking, but he said, this what stood out, and this the point of all this. I say all this to say this. He said, none of these women have men, and a lot of shit about to go down. We ain't tell them nothing about the truth or nothing. Hey, call me about Shemel Showers 144. He said a lot of shit about to go down, and none of them gonna have men, and none of them gonna be safe, man. He said the problem is none of these women actually realizing that none of them are safe. And that's what the scriptures say, man. Get that Isaiah, though.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Exactly. So the so-called white man, first and foremost, but all these people that are proud, all the antichrist, all these people that are against the Lord. And the proudest two people, once again, you got that fucking nigger woman and that white man. But starting with that white man and his kingdom. Because Eve going down with the serpent. The scriptures say, though hand join in hand, you should not go all together unpunished. She's going down and she feels it, just like the so-called white man feels it.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
A man, and that's a man of the Lord and the truth, because the 2/3 men are going to be destroyed. Go.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Keep reading.
Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts and the day of his fierce anger.
Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
If this money or nothing is going to matter, go ahead.
They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. That's
going to happen, and that's happening right now. It's a great flight with all these other nations, and all these other nations are hooking up. Salakia for my voice. A little under the weather, but going against America. Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Eve and the serpent, and these little 2/3 niggas she raising that's destroying the community. Go ahead.
Their children shall also,
their children
also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
And that's what's going to happen. That's what going back to what that brother had said. He said, these women, get that Micah. He said, these women ain't got no protection, man. They done. And especially you women who played the cards very wrong and misdealt with brothers that's in this truth.
Right.
The Lord has a special judgment for these people. These harsh judgments, the cannibalism that's coming in the scriptures. The scriptures say the pitiful women have sodden their children. They gonna cook and eat their own kids, man, for what they did to the Lord's prophets, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah chapter 7 and verse 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him.
Exactly. So we bearing ours and we took ours. And now the Lord is vindicating us. Go ahead.
Until he plead my case and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light and I shall behold his righteousness.
Exactly, go ahead.
Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which saith unto me, where is Yahweh thy power?
Because none of these bitches believe in the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets.
And that's what's happening, man. They ready to get trotted down as mire in the streets. The devil, the so-called white man, is coming down with great wrath, and he's not going to save you. That's why the Lord said, if you join to him, watch what happens. The scriptures say, never trust thy enemies. And they've been shitting on us since the slave ships, man.
Right.
And those girls, man, their reaction, they was literally laughing, joking, talking shit. Then they rolled past the car. They tried to throw something at us when they rolled off, and they was crying, man. Just because we told that brother that he should be fucking with some snow.
That's right.
You know, and they didn't know who we was. We could have had a gun on us. We could have been volatile niggas and just beat the fuck out of them. But you know what? We laughed, man. And then Jake said what he said, and I said, damn, that was spiritual. Because even if Jake didn't believe what we were saying, that made him believe everything we were saying the truth if he had any doubts about it. And we was all the way on the other fucking side of the room.
Right.
But they felt that conviction, that no eye contact. Hey, look, man, I tell Jake, if you got a woman, you know, and she the Keshia, she might be set up with you if she doing right by you to be delivered. But for the most part, you don't go looking for that, man. Just like you don't go hang around a group of random white males who you know ain't Jake. They really Edomites, and they not just Jakes who look like Edomites. If they really Edomites and you just going to hang out with these dudes, you wouldn't go do that. Why the fuck would you go deal with this Keshia? But, man, she getting destroyed, man, right along with the so-called white man. And I like to say, call Elohim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the water, you brothers, you few sisters, that man, you sisters, man, look, that's in this thing and that's right. Hey, stay right with your man no matter what, man, because the Lord got a special judgment for these wicked-ass women.
Right.
So call Elohim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, to the hopeful elect, Hakim out there enduring Shalom.